find it absolutely fascinating that right now we happen to have a lot of bills going on right now, two in particular, going through the Senate on gun control. And in light of some of the repeals that have happened on gun control in Colorado, I just find it absolutely fascinating that somehow these mass shootings just happen to pop up. One of them not only being a mass shooting, I guess 6 people had died. It's very unfortunate. I think it was 8 people that died, actually. 6 of them were Asians. 1 was a white woman, and 1 was a white male. But yet somehow it's racially motivated, even though the killer himself had said that it was sexually motivated. The other thing was, too, is this most recent one in my home state of Colorado and Boulder in regards to the repeal of the unconstitutional gun laws that they had passed in Boulder that people were, I guess, just recovering from, I would technically say. A good guy with a gun that was there could have stopped that shooting a heck of a lot faster than waiting for an official to show up with their gun to take care of the situation. I just find it absolutely fascinating. Every single time that there is a gun crime or a crime that involves a gun with a bad guy who has the intention of doing a crime, whether it be with a gun, a hammer, a knife, a car, whatever it is, it's going to take somebody, a good guy with a gun, to stop this crazy person. And furthermore, should we not be looking into exactly what motivates these crimes? Is it the television programming and how it's just completely degraded? Is it the music anymore that is degrading people's minds? Is it the video games that promote and glorify murder and things like that? The television, the movies for sure, definitely have gotten much more gory. They glorify murder. I was talking with one of my children earlier about how movies that involve assassins right there are actually glorifying murderers. This is what our society is going. This is what sin causes. It just denigrates and denigrates and denigrates and degrades a society to the point where it dwindles away. And this is really what's going on right now, too. There's other things that are causing these problems in these people. Maybe it's the family, even. I mean, the family unit has been under assault since, I don't know, the 50s or 60s. With all the isms that have been introduced into our societies. The family unit is the people that are the closest to you. They're the ones that know you. Your parents are the ones that are supposed to be there to nurture you and to help you grow into a decent human being with some kind of a moral compass. You know, if there's something wrong, your family is the one that are going to be closest to you to see if they're attentive and pay attention to you. As a child, as you're developing, they're going to go, hey, there's something wrong with Billy. Maybe we better get him into counseling. Something like that. I mean, this stuff just doesn't happen overnight where people, all of a sudden become crazy. This is stuff that is compounded year after year inside of people. I mean, this is stuff that requires therapy. It doesn't require stronger gun control measures. It requires therapists. It requires, well, even more so, it requires a serious spiritual checkup. It's absolutely exactly what it is. There's somebody that's depraved to the point where their morals are not there, where their conscience is not accusing them and telling them that something is wrong, then it's not the gun's fault once again. Society, I wouldn't even say that. Yeah, society has failed the family, and the family has failed that person. Ultimately. And whatever other influences are outside of there. I mean, like I said, your family is the first defense. First line in defense against this craziness to begin with. Even from the point of a small child, it's that nurture. It's definitely important. You learn who you are and how you're supposed to be from your parents. And if your parents aren't there, or if your parents are pursuing selfish ambition and ignoring their children, this is what's going to happen. What societally is causing that? I mean, I know what it is. It's sin. You may agree with me or not agree with me, but it is the way it is. And it's true. My Bible tells me so. Well, this has been Casper Cole with Liberty Speaks Media on a road trip. I will be back within a week, and I should have some nice broadcasting up and available for everyone to listen to. So in the meantime, really think about that and put on your filters before you start watching these convenient, I don't want to say they're false flag, I'm sure they're very real, but almost inside jobby sounding things. And then again too, even through that filter, it is awfully convenient. I'm going to just put it that way. It is awfully convenient that these happen in light of these rollbacks of illegal, unconstitutional gun control measures. I don't think that had anything to do with what happened, to be honest with you. But I definitely see that there's a spiritual problem in these people, and there's a mental health problem in these individuals. And one of them openly admitted it, for sure. It was sexually driven, they said, and who knows to what angle that happened to be, whether it's, something involving prostitution, whether it's something that involves porn, or any other of these depravities that are out there. Yeah, you got to be careful with what you put into your head, too. And that's something that, yeah, I'm glad that we have freedom of speech. Actually, I'm going to put that in here real quick, too. They're passing legislation in one state in particular with the whole porn filter on the phone and stuff to keep kids from being exposed to porn. I think that's great. It's not an attack at free speech, but it is a protective measure for kids. I think that's something that should have been there a long time ago. The adults can still somehow, bypass those filters or whatever. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. It's absolutely just, it's horrible that it's out there. It is great, though, that we have free speech and freedom of expression. So, I sit on the fence. I think that pornography is wrong. However, I think free speech and having restrictions on speech and expression is also wrong. But once again, it starts with a family. I had a family that taught me right from wrong and taught me that, I may feel a certain way about something, but my feelings might be corrupted in one way or another, and those are things that your family is there to help you with. Say, hey, you have the wrong feeling. Every time I put on a jacket, it rains. No. If you put on a jacket and it happens to rain, it's going to rain anyway, whether you're wearing that jacket or not. You just happen to be lucky and have a jacket when it's raining. So, those are the kind of things, correcting thinking. You can build your own thinking, or you can be influenced from the outside, and it depends on what your influence is. So, I guess message out to parents, don't fail your kids. Because these politicians in Washington, they will use it against us. All of us, and everybody has to pay because you slacked. So parents, do your jobs. Teach your kids right from wrong. And gun owners, preferably the good ones. I'm glad you're armed because you can take out the bad guy with a gun. And a lot of times much faster than it takes a police officer to get there. So, yep, stay armed, stay smart, and teach your kids. This has been Casper Cole, signing out.